Hey, what's going on, everybody? Yeah, I know this shit's vertical. I hate vertical, but for comics, it works. You get the cover better. You can see a movie playing in the background. It's Black Cat. Thank you, Lucio Fulci's Black Cat. Thank you, Cody LL, for supplying me with this. I did not own this one. I'm gonna do a little video here on Groo. Don't know how long we're gonna go. I'm just going through my Groos. I found this big stack of them. Just a little history of the comic here. Groo, Sergio Aragonés and Mark Evanier. Sergio draws it and kind of writes it. Mark Evanier just polishes it. Stan Sakai did the lettering on it forever. And blah, blah. First Print Destroyer Duck, and what this is here, this is Groo Chronicles issue, book 2. This is Epic. This was Epic reprinting all the Groo shit that was hard to find that was pre-Epic. Now, I got into Groo when Epic started publishing it, which would be with this issue right here. This issue 1, this is what, 1985. I was a little bit later. I probably started reading Groo in the 20s, so about 2 years after, it's about 87. I was like about 12, 13. Groo was, let me see if I got a comment from that error here in this stack. Sorry. Yeah, I did. And, like I said, I started reading Groo. I was picking it up almost monthly. 75 cents, but it was one of the epic ones that you can find on your newsstands. And I got all my comics at the time from K&B Drugs, pretty much. Unless I was getting to go to the comic shop, which one at the comic shop? I never bought Groo from the comic shop. Like, I never had, until I got this stack of them, I never had, direct market copies of Groo. Real simple. He's a barbarian. He's dumb as shit. He loves cheese dip. He's got this stupid Pop-Tart looking thing on us. What the fuck did they call it that holds his 2 swords? Barbarian, he runs around, he destroys shit. You don't let him on ships because he always sinks ships. It's the same joke. The joke about this series, it's the same joke every issue, and they did, hell. And he's going to be getting out of order, but there's another issue. They did like 120 of these at Marvel. There was probably about 10 issues total between like Pacific, Epic, a couple other, Pacific, Eclipse, a couple other companies before it got to Marvel, Epic. And it's the same joke over and over and over again, but it sold incredibly well. Like, this book was one of those where it's so decent in the comic shop. Newsstand sales on this book were huge, and I never really realized that. Like, I remember issue 10. I remember having that issue for some reason. Like, and there's Groo as a kid with his sister and the Sage. It's different characters. And I have more issues than this right here. These are just the ones I found. But like around this time, around issue 25, it's about 2 years in, I started picking it up pretty much every month. Loved the hell of this book and read it from like 25 to about 50. Read it for about 2 years. And somewhere after 50, I quit reading it. Now, the other thing you got with Groo is, and he has not appeared on a cover yet because I don't think he appears until like 29 or so. What's this? This is 33. It's not on that cover. It's his dog, Ruferto. Let's see here. Might have to move some of these. I don't know if my stands are home. There's Ruferto. He shows up. Let me move that real quick. Give me a second here. There's Ruferto down in the corner. I had to move some comics there, but this is issue 42. Yeah, I was still reading it by then. And looking, some of these, like these things, if they're in good shape, and none of mine really, these are all reader copies. I got these cheap off eBay, like a big stack for next to nothing. Some of these actually got a little bit of value, like for some reason, like this one. Don't know, maybe because of the cover. I have no idea. And well, Groo did all that. Did a long-term run at Marvel. Like, I have near one of the last issues here. I'll show it in a minute and tell you about when it ended there. Let's see what we got next. What's this one? This is 44's Ruferto with the sword fighting off all the characters. And we got this one. This is what 40. I remember this cover. Groo dressed up. This is the big issue. This issue 50 was double size, man. See, Groo was already a buck now. By 88, Groo was a buck. Well, I went to $1.50 for issue 50, but Chaka comes back. And this is like, Groo loves this woman. She appeared like early on, like in some of the pre-Epic stuff, and it's probably her first appearance in the Epic run. And from here on, she kind of becomes like a crossover character. She'll appear here and there, here and there. I remember this issue being a big one. When I say 89, so I was what? God. What month? April. Okay, so it's before my birthday in 89. I was 14 when that came out. It's like once I got to high school, I couldn't even read. This one I have multiple copies. This might even be. No, this is not going to be one of the originals because it's it's a direct market. But 56. There's the. Oh God, I can't remember his name now. You go around, this is the story. This is the one I'm thinking. He's telling the story of Groo. And that's everything. This guy always talked in rhyme. There's always a secret message you got to find each issue. There's always a letters page. All right, so 110, which is about 10 issues for this ending, came out in, shit, I do not see a year on this. I'm going to look into it real quick. Oh, there's a little comic on the back. Give me a second. Okay, this is about 10 issues before the run ends. This is March of 94, so let's just say 95. It ended here. It went to Image, and it was always monthly at Marvel. They never missed a deadline that I know of. You know, I picked it up for quite a long time, and these later issues are bitch to find, and it was up to $2.25 by then. Wow. It went to Image. It was probably a little bit cheaper, probably by about $1.95. I don't know why they went to Image, because at Epic they own the rights. So they took the characters where they wanted. Maybe a better deal. It did not last long at Image. I picked up a few, and that's kind of where I dropped off of Groo. And then it's basically went to Dark Horse and stayed there. And he's teamed up with Conan. He's teamed up with Tarzan. And there's been a lot of specials and one-shots from Dark Horse. If you like comedy comics and you like barbarian comics, like Conan-style stuff, Groo is great. Groo is a little more like Lord of the Rings style fantasy compared to Conan, but still more Conan sword and sorcery than, elf stuff. But I love the hell out of Groo. I'm glad I found these. I figured I'd do a little video. I'm like, I'm just doing this one like this because of it's comics. I mean, look at that. You get a good view of that cover. But I'm out, everybody. Hope you enjoyed them. And if you did, give me that thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, all the other bullshit. Talk to everybody later. Bye-bye.